Hello, it's Phil from Retrocade here to break down the big new trailer, the big news of the day. It's the Star Wars Episode 9 trailer. Now, this is going to be spoilers for the trailer. Go and watch the 2-minute trailer, if you don't want to be spoiled by the name or by anything that's shown or said or seen in the new trailer. There's some stuff in here that they, or would be totally spoilers here. But now, spoiler alert said, the new title for Star Wars Episode 9 is Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Just dropped at Celebration a few hours ago. I'm, quite frankly, personally not the biggest fan of the name, but it's alright, I think they could have went with something else, less on the nose, but whatever. I think JJ's trying to just make it simple, back to fan service after the divisiveness of Episode 9, and I think there's a lot of fan servicey things in here that are going to get fans hyped a bit, because after Episode 8, everybody was kind of like, where are we headed with Episode 9? What is there to look forward to? And with this trailer, they're showing there are a few things to look forward to, and there's some interesting plot points, so, who knows where it'll go now. And there are things to root for again. So this trailer, I think, is going to give people a little hope, so to speak. So let's start watching the trailer, and we'll break it down scene by scene. And here we are. Lucasfilm logo, and Rey breathing. Now she's clearly in the desert, probably Jakku, possibly Tatooine. I'm going to go ahead and think Jakku because of JJ's involvement.
We've passed on all we know.
Luke's voice, passed on all we know.
1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
This is her fight. Every generation has a legend. So now she's in the middle of the desert here, about to go head-on with a TIE interceptor in the desert. There's a little shot of her lightsaber right here. It's very, Western-esque, and ignites it. Got the TIE interceptor coming right for her. She's running away. Very cool. Looks very good. Very good shot. Very trailer-esque. What does that mean for, the plot of the movie? Probably just a cool little fight scene. And this Christmas is when it's coming out. We've got a rocky planet. Little starship coming in. And we've got Kylo Ren elbow pummeling Resistance fighter. This is not the first time I've seen this trailer, but it looks like my first thought was, is that a Knight of Ren? He's got some sort of face mask gear on, and he's in the forest. So I was thinking maybe is that a Knight of Ren? Is that kind of an allusion to him maybe turning good, fighting Knights of Ren? I don't know. Nice red-scaped forest here, wherever this is. Reminiscent of Episode 7. Now looks like he's reforging his mask, his Kylo Ren mask. And we've got Poe and Finn here on some rocky area, probably Jakku. I'm going to go ahead and say all the desert areas are Jakku because of JJ's involvement. I don't think they'll be going back to Tatooine, although you never know. We've got to go back to we got to go find Luke's whatever. Now, but probably not. I'm going to go ahead and say all that is Jakku. BB-8, another little droid. My favorite shot of the whole trailer. Lando looks great. Billy D. Williams looks great. He's not a young guy. He's 82 years old, but he looks and sounds great in this shot. Him and Chewie manning the Falcon. Looks fantastic. Sounds fantastic. Here they are. They're going into hyperspace. Let's watch that one more. Great. It's such a great laugh. Saga comes to an end. A little more battling in the desert here. Clearly some storm or sand troopers fighting against Finn and Poe and C-3PO hanging on for dear life on some sort of speeder or barge. Here's the medals from A New Hope that they get at the end. Luke's or Han's, and it seems to be Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher. Seems to be her holding it. And the next shot, here she is. It's Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, embracing, hugging Daisy Ridley in some sort of, look like the area is like a greenery, lush planet.
Always be with you.
She'll always be with you. And it looks now like they're, so now a lot of people have been speculating that this is the Death Star, a Death Star. It looks like a Death Star in this shot, like the remnants, and a lot of people, well, it has to be Death Star 2, and that has to be Endor. It's like, well, that's not. Endor is a forest moon. Look from this shot where they're looking. This is not a forest. This is a plains area overlooking a cliff, and with an ocean here, and then it looks to be the Death Star, laser eye ruins. So, I don't know. I think it's more likely maybe Yavin, but who knows? It could be another planet, that the remnants fell onto, so who knows there. But a lot of people are already speculating that it has to be Endor. Looks great.
No one's ever really gone.
No one's ever really gone. Big news there. Wow. So, December, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to go ahead and say I think the title's not the best, but I think this is more maybe like a marketing ploy to get people that maybe were discussing last one. Skywalker! Everybody knows Skywalker, to really push, because that's such a branded name at this point. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's a bit on the nose. Also, maybe, what does it mean? I don't know what, JJ's going to do with his usual mystery boxes here. He loves his mystery boxes. But I think maybe this is episode 9. There's not going to be any more mystery boxes. He's just going to do a straight up reveal, and close it all out. So the big news is, to me, we had heard that Lando was in it. I didn't think... He probably doesn't have a huge role, but, this shot looks beautiful. He just looks great. He sounds great. What a throwback. That was the biggest thing for me. It just felt like the original trilogy there, Like, let's see that again. Great laugh, him and Chewie manning the Falcon. Who better to man the Falcon with Chewie than the previous owner? And the original actor. What a throwback to the old times, the good old days. He's flown the Falcon before in the movies, in the original movies. He flew it in Return of the Jedi. He's great. So that was my favorite part of the trailer, and the fan that's the fan service part. But really excited for that. And I think probably the biggest news of this trailer would be this cackle right here. That's the Emperor's cackle, and at Celebration, Ian McDiarmid did come out on stage, so he's in the movie, and it looks like the big baddie is going to be the Emperor. Which they had to do something. Was that Rian Johnson's intention? What did he think he was going to do at Episode 9? Was it what kind of you kind of need a big baddie? What do you is Ben Solo gonna be your big baddie? It was really where he left it off was really tough to kind of figure out what you would do, and I think that's why everybody was very confused at the end of Episode 8. But going forward now with the Emperor, I think everyone's really excited for that, and probably really the best decision. Considering what was done in Episode 8, and considering really what the fans want to see. There's always this speculation. There's a million videos on YouTube and on articles and, everything that, kind of go over this stuff and break it down. And, people talk about, was Snoke the Emperor? Or, does the Emperor exist? And, all this stuff. So the Emperor is going to be in it, clearly. And, we're all pretty excited to see what they're going to do with him. So I think that was the biggest news of the trailer, for sure. That was the biggest maybe reveal. Lando probably wasn't as big because that was mentioned, but he looks better than I was expecting. He looks fantastic. He's like in a similar outfit to what he was wearing. He's got a cape on, little different color scheme, but it looks great. Kind of like a yellowish green shirt, and he's got like maybe a navy. But he looks fantastic. He sounds fantastic. For an 82-year-old guy, he looks great. Sounds great, and I've seen him in interviews in the more recent times. He's a little slower now. The guy's not young, but he looks and sounds fantastic here. So Finn looks like maybe his character's a little more, serious resistance fighter. So that's good. That's a little more of an expansion from where we left off with his character in the last movie. So those are all kind of good positives here. We've got C-3PO. No sign of R2-D2 at all. You got in this shot, you've got Chewie in the background here. The foreground, we got the main new heroes, and right here in the midground, we've got BB-8, this little new droid, and C-3PO. No R2, so we'll see if that has anything to do with anything. But the big news definitely being Ian McDiarmid Bat. The Emperor is in this thing. I think they probably... it was probably hard to say if it was a good decision or not to reveal that in the trailer, because you could have easily hidden that, and then maybe people would have been less excited, but it would have been a great reveal, But it's probably the best choice this way. People aren't shocked, maybe have a little shell shock if they see, the Emperor, like I wasn't expecting that kind of thing. Maybe they couldn't even hide it because of Ian McDiarmid's involvement. So probably the best way to go with this was to just reveal it in the trailer. I mean, there's really they didn't reveal much. They just, a laugh, but it's, we all know who it is. It's the Emperor. So he's coming back in one form or another. He's coming back as a Force Ghost. So I was reading some people, Darkseid can't have Force Ghosts. So stop. They can do whatever the hell they want. With this movie, they're going to make him have a Force Ghost, to cheat death. Is a power only one is achieved. So he's cheated death, seems, in some way, shape, or form. I'm excited for a lot of things. Carrie Fisher's probably got just that one scene, so let's go back to that shot with her. So we got Carrie Fisher here. It's probably just that one scene. I know whatever they shot, it wasn't much. So I won't be expecting too much from her. We'll probably see Mark Hamill as a Force Ghost with a lot of voiceovers and stuff. And so hopefully, they close it out good, because there's been so much divisiveness and hate. Because, a lot of people did not like the direction Episode 8 went. And I'm pretty much split on it. Like, some was good from it, some wasn't. A lot of Luke stuff could have been done better. And that was kind of the best stuff of the movie, Luke and Yoda. And it's kind of just, you like it because it's fan service. Probably in the same way that I love seeing Lando. But Lando, come on. I think it's hard to say that Lando doesn't look fantastic. He looks and sounds fantastic in that shot. So, my favorite part about it. And the Emperor, fantastic character, one of the best characters of the original trilogy, and he was really only in Return of the Jedi, he was practically a different character in the original Empire Strikes Back. It wasn't Ian McDiarmid. It was Clive Rubble's voice with a woman, with makeup. I think it was chimpanzee makeup, monkey eyes on her, superimposed on her face. So it was pretty much a different character. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the Emperor voice in the original version. In the special edition versions on the DVDs, they put him back into it. But it looks good. It looks great. The look of it looks great. So. We'll see where it goes. Where does, let's think, Ben Solo, does he turn good? Does he have to fight the Emperor? Does Rey have to fight the Emperor? Does Rey have to fight Ben and the Emperor? So then now they have some places to go, and we could all speculate on that, in the coming months. And hopefully it just closes out, nicely, and we all get to enjoy a good movie without having to watch everybody complain about it on the internet for months. You know, so hopefully, I think that's the main thing. It's just, you just want to watch an enjoyable movie. They're escapists, along with Endgame and everything. These are just the escapist fantasy movies, and we're all looking to enjoy them. There's no reason to hate on them if they're putting out good artwork or a good story. So definitely looking forward to that in the coming months. And that's pretty much it. We'll have a new podcast coming out soon. We'll go over this. Sean will give his input on the new trailer, and we'll talk about everything that's happened since the last podcast. And so we'll have a lot to pack in. But that's it for today, everyone, and keep watching stars.